Hey guys, hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Whether you're watching this in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening, I'm glad you're here. Today we are going to talk about a EDC fixed blade, a little banger from Tops, USA made. It's the Bull Trout, and it is a huge win in my book. Before we get into the knife though, real quick guys, if you would, please hit that subscribe button down below and the bell notification icon next to it. Bell notification icon lets YouTube know you're a human who's interested in EDC content. It'll alert you when I release new videos, and it'll help my videos get seen by more people. I'd really appreciate it. But the Bull Trout is a EDC knife, a small little knife that has the ergonomics of the handle built right into the blade through that choil. I think it's done very well. This specimen comes in Micarta, with Micarta handle and 154 cm blade steel. It's very sharp, does have some branding on it, has the Tops logo. I think I could do without the Bull Trout with the model number. It's got a lanyard hole. I believe these are T10s. Yeah, these are going to be T10s or possibly even T12s, maybe T15s to take those handles off if you wanted it to be aka naked. This knife actually came with a little leather sheath to be worn as a dangler, right? And the first thing I did was started looking for an aftermarket sheath that was made for this knife. And luckily, since this knife is so popular, Artemis holsters, they do Kydex holsters, and they do these really nice sheaths for knives like the SE, the Tops Bull Trout, and others. You can actually find this sheath on the internet if you just Google Kydex Bull Trout sheath, and guys, it is made perfectly. So long story short is I don't use the leather dangler sheath. When I carry this knife, I will typically use it on my belt, appendix style. It's not as invisible as the micro, but it is still just might as well be an invisible knife. This knife, again, what I think sells it for me as a fantastic knife, one of the better ones I've picked up in my quest for a great little EDC knife. I think it's designed mainly for a skinner, for a small game type skinner knife. But to me, what it does is it translates into a very slicey knife. Let me grab the coupon book real quick. This 154 cm steel is very slicey. And as we'll see in a second, it's got really good blade geometry, but it's not the thinnest blade stock. I mean, this is you could put this knife through its paces because it's full tank construction. It is, again, USA made. I can only hope and assume that the heat treat's done well, because my understanding is 154 is pretty forgiving. You have this really pronounced nice jimping in the blade, which along with this what I would consider kind of a beefy little micarta handle, it really gives you a good grip on the knife. And that finger choil finger choil and the combination of that jimping really lock you into this knife. So in your traditional grip, forget about it. I mean, you're locked in. If you want to use this knife for more finessing type cuts, it works very well. I mean, this knife is nimble, it is light, it is maneuverable, and it's just very good in the field. So as an EDC knife, when it comes to opening packages, cutting a little wood if you need to, breaking down cardboard, this knife is definitely up for the task. I like the look of the knife. I like the deep belly and that drop point blade. I just think it's cool. I don't know why, just think it's cool. It's a fun little knife, guys. But let's do a couple of quick size comparisons so you can see how big the Bull Trout is in comparison to some other knives. Let's start with, turn it this way so we can look at that wicked grind, not the chisel side. So it's going to be a little bit longer than my J-Cal. It's going to be a little bit shorter than the Bradford Guardian 3. It's going to be a good bit bigger than the little Chickadee, whoops, which means it's going to be a lot bigger than the MKM Micra. So guys, it's not as small as my smallest EDC fixed blades, and as you can see, it's not as small as some of my bigger EDC fixed blades, and then again, it's bigger than a lot of my smallest EDC fixed blades. So if we were to get a measurement off this guy, boom, we are at 6 1/8 inch overall. And if you measure the blade from where it starts, you're at 2 3/4. If you measure just the cutting edge, you're at 2 3/4. If you measure the handle, you're at 3 1/4. If you measure the handle up to where that choil is, you're over 3 1/2 inches. So when you look right here, this dimension is over 3 1/2 inches. So it gives me a full 4-finger grip, and it just makes the knife very, very comfortable. So if we were going to look at the thickness of this guy, whoop, the blade stock on this is 0.137. So again, it's pretty substantial. And if we look behind the edge here, 0.05, 0.042. And then if we look at our handles, I'm guessing it's going to be right over a 1/2 inch. 0.5765. And then the weight of this guy, three ounces exactly. And if we put it in our Kydex sheath, it's 4.5 ounces. So 4.5 on your hip, 3 ounces in your hand. So guys, I think this knife, I know I picked it up off of, God, I can't remember if it was River's Edge Cutlery or if it was Amazon. I know this knife's available through Amazon. I forget whose store that's hooked to, but I want to say it was about $120, $125. And I felt for the look of the knife, which I really liked, the size of the knife, which I think is just about perfect, the materials being the nice Micarta handles, the 154 cm blade, I can highly recommend this knife. I think it's a great knife. I think for an EDC fixed blade, it gets the job done. I think it's got a really EDC friendly blade, even though it was designed to be a skinner. You've got this nice lanyard tube here. Again, it comes with a sheath that's similar to that looking, or similar to that looking, but I don't carry sheaths on my belt that way, so the armless sheath, I want to say this is about $46 when I ordered it. It came with these loops. So yeah, that's that, and I think it is an absolute winner, guys. I do appreciate you guys big time stopping by and watching my video. I appreciate it when you look out for the guy or gal to your left, when you look out for the guy or gal to your right. I love it if you'd hit that subscribe notification and that bell notification. Please look out for each other. Go forward with love in your heart. Choose debate, not hate. I love you all. Peace.